Well, hello, everybody. We're really excited and honored to have a guest with us all the way from Tanzania. This is Harold Knepper, the director of Hope of the Nations, a missions partner we've had in Tanzania for many, many years, one of our favorite partners. They do all kinds of stuff, everything from primary school education up to theological education for village pastors, and more than we could possibly cover beyond that in the time we have together. But while he's here in the States, we wanted to just grab him and get a little update on how their ministries are going and learn how we could pray for them. So Harold, how have things been going in Tanzania in general? I know you guys have been here longer than you planned. What's the situation like over there?
Yeah, when we left in December for a quick trip just to come for the holidays, COVID just went crazy over there in Tanzania. And as we were planning to go back, our staff kept saying, you should wait, don't come back yet, it's not safe. So we've been kind of hanging out here in the States. Yeah. We've been busy and making the most of our time here. One of the things we're doing is putting together a 40-foot container. We loaded it full of furniture and things for the Bible college, and it's ready to go. So we're kind of waiting till that ships, and then we'll, Lord willing, be heading back soon.
But in the meantime, you were telling me 6 months with just the carry-on bags that you guys came over with.
Yeah, we left for the quick trip, and then it went crazy, and things were getting better here as they were getting worse over there. And so this trip is going to be now the longest we've been away from Tanzania in over 17 years.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, like you said, though, the time has not been wasted. This
Right.
cargo container is going to be huge. And what else can you kind of update us on as far as things that have been going on with Hope of the Nations and all the different ministries you guys have there?
Well, our staff has still been busy. They didn't want to just sit around. They're being wise and they're being safe, but they've also been busy. In fact, 2 churches have been planted in the time that we've been gone. It's kind of crazy. One of our church plants, they have actually gone now and planted another church in a nearby village. And so we're excited about that. And then Dismas, who is one of our staff, and kind of him because he translates at the Bible college when we have guest speakers. He has planted a church in Kigoma in this really rough area. And he and his staff were saying, those are the people we need to go after. Because there's other churches in the area, but they're not welcoming these. There's a lot of drunkenness, and they make this home brew. And so they're very excited about planting a church and targeting those people specifically.
You couldn't get a better person
exactly
to run a church like that.
Our youth ministry has been going strong, and children's ministry, and we have now the use permit for our brand new Bible college campus. So they're meeting again there, and that's exciting. And then our primary school has been doing great. We had to shut down for a while in 2020, just like in most places. But it was only for a couple of months, and then they were allowed to come back. But our students are still scoring in the top 5% of the nation in the national exam.
And for people who don't realize, from a region like Kigoma,
right,
which is kind of like a backwater, nowhere type of place in Tanzania,
right,
to have students scoring in the top in the nation is unbelievable. Such a gift of God.
In fact, the government has taken notice of that, because we keep graduating these kids out, and they don't all get to be assigned at the best government schools because there's not space for them. And so in Kamala, where our primary school is, they have taken one of their government secondary schools, and they are targeting our graduates from our primary school and saying, your students are such a high level that we want this school to be one of the quality schools. And they're allowing us to go in and teach Bible.
Wow.
At the school, at a government school.
That's unbelievable.
And so it's almost like we're going to have our own secondary school, but we don't have to build it.
Wow.
And it's going to be populated by a lot of our students. So we're very excited about that.
That's amazing. To fill the country with high-functioning, educated Christians is such a long-term, amazing work.
And that's been the vision of our primary school, is to create godly influencers for the country. And so we see that that's happening, because our students are going out, and the headmasters of these government schools say, if you want a quality student in leadership, you choose a Hope of the Nations kid.
Wow.
And so they're taking notice, and that's wonderful.
That's amazing. Yeah, and the Bible college is just unbelievable. It looks like something you would see in any city here in the States, and to have that there is going to be incredible for the community. Planting churches, sending out faithful Bible teaching pastors. So we're thrilled.
And the government has taken notice of that also. They're like, these people are serious. They were going to build a building like this. That means they're really serious in investing in the people of this community, and that's true. And we're training pastors, and now we're starting as soon as we can open it up again. And Lord willing, it'll be in the fall. We had to cancel the semester that should be going right now, but in the fall we hope to open, and we're launching our church planting apprenticeship program, where they'll go 2 years at the Bible college like they have where you have taught, and then they'll do 2 additional years with a church planting mentor. And there'll be requirements for that, and to be involved in that program they have to learn a vocation. So one of the things we're putting in at the new campus is an auto shop. They're learning vehicle maintenance and small engine repair.
Oh, wow. Is that what Shakuru is?
Yes.
Your staff person? Awesome.
Because small engine repair, that's all the generators that people use all over the country,
right,
and the outboard motors that the fishermen use.
Oh, yeah.
And then Kimoro, one of our graduates, he's one of our church planting mentors. He will come back and teach them how to make soap. He's the guru of making soap.
Wow.
And then they can learn tailoring and jewelry making also at our training center. So they're required to learn a vocation, and then they can go out and plant a church.
That's incredible. And again, just the long-term impact on Tanzania from all of that is going to be amazing. And if people want to see examples of this, like pictures of all the stuff we're talking about and more details, you go to Hope of the Nations TZ, or is it .tz?
Just Hope of the Nations TZ for Tanzania, hopeofthenationstz.org.
Okay, great. And then on Facebook as well, you guys are there, and on Instagram?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, if we could finish just by kind of sharing for our folks, how can we pray for you just in this next season as you guys get ready to head back? What are some things?
Well, continue to pray for our staff, because they're there still attempting to do the ministry, and God's using them in great ways, but just for protection for them. Then, of course, Connie and I want to go back home. We have been here a long time, and for our protection as we travel back over. But also, we're seeking exemption from work permits, because the old law was after 5 years of work permits, basically you Westerners are done. And so that means by the time we get back, I'll only have less than 3 months on my work permit, and then technically I'm done. So pray that God will make that divine appointment for us to see the right people and get our exemption.
Absolutely. We'll be praying for that. And I encourage you guys to check out their website, their Facebook, and be praying for them. You guys are amazing. I know you've heard me say it before, but you as a family and as an organization are heroes to us here at South Valley. So.
And you guys are really the same to us. You have been partners with us for so long, and have stood with us and sent teachers over. And so we just appreciate your partnership. And we don't take that for granted, believe me. And your prayers and just the way you have supported the ministry there, we love it.
Oh, thank you so much. And God bless you guys as you go back. We'll be keeping in touch with you, of course, and looking to see incredible things. Yeah. We love you guys. And be praying for this incredible couple.
Thank you all. Blessings.